This is a song about the podcast Manga Chat. It's where it's at. Manga Chat. I'll never come back from Manga Chat. Hosted by Simon and Josh. Josh is the sidekick and Simon's the boss. Or maybe that's not the way things are. Everyone who goes on Manga Chat is a star. Manga Chat. It's where it's at.
What's up?
What's up? Oh yeah, what a successful ad campaign that was.
I forgot how good that intro was.
Yeah, no, Jimmy Brown really knocked that out of the park.
It's been absolutely wasted by not, doing this and the show having that.
Yeah, what happened, Josh? Why haven't we been on for a while? I mean, it was laziness previously and just busyness, frankly. I mean, we're busy professional men. We don't just do comics; we do lots of things, don't we?
Yeah, well, what happened is I guessed the password wrong too many times, and then I tried to do the two-factor authentication, but I changed my phone number recently, so yeah, we got locked out of the account for how long? Like 2 months?
Something like that. 3 months, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe even 4.
We're only doing episodes every 3 months or something anyway, due to our general disillusionment with the North American comic scene.
Yeah, I agree. But maybe we can, I don't know, tie an hour, bring it back once a week. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, someone's going to be plugging these comics and stuff and trying to sell them to dickheads.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Me, not a lot. Just little side gigs. Just working on Pleasure Beach. What about you?
Wife's away on business in Philly, so I think she's hanging out with Charles Burns right now having lunch. So I'm at home looking after the child. My niece is currently taking my child out to lunch, and then she'll be back, and I have to take her to a play date at the park. So basically, just that, and minimal work with a low attention span.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm living life. I mean, life is good. Just being a dad and chilling out. Had some crumpets for breakfast. Got my Nintendo Switch 2, so I've been having fun with that. It's been
Any
enjoyable.
games with that, or just the console?
Oh, I got the new Mario Kart, which is fine. But I've been playing the old Zeldas on there that have been re-upped with new frame rates. They're exciting new frame rates, Josh. The frame rates are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a lovely piece of kit. It's a very, very, very nice deluxe item. A lot of people think Nintendo is for wankers or for children, and in some ways, many ways it is. But I'm a wanker and a child at heart, so I've been loving it.
Is that Unreal Engine?
I think some of the games are made in Unreal Engine. Yeah, I think that's a thing that developers do. What's this? I've got a...
That's good, because I won't accept anything less than that Unreal Engine.
A text from wife. She's at Partners and Sons. She says, "Do we have this?" Looks anything you want from Partners? No, probably not. It's all garbage, isn't it? Yeah, I just currently on stream.
They actually get a lot of really good Cornelius stuff. So if you don't want to pay shipping, probably good to get that while it's there.
I say, don't have that. I'm good. Looks like a kid's book. It's The King of Circles by Shantaro Tanokawa and Kiyoshi Iwazu. It looks like a cool kid's book. Seems all right. Don't have that. Nice. Yeah, Partners, good comic shop there. Lots of good stuff in there.
Yeah, sad news on their Instagram this morning. Their beloved dog Lucy passed away.
Oh,
walked by. I lived for the longest time. I lived right by them, so I'd always see that dog in their window, and sad news. But
yeah, condolences. It's always sad when a doggo passes away.
Yeah, rest in peace, Lucy.
More so than humans usually, because dogs are more innocent than humans.
Yeah, so yeah.
Humans go through a litany of misdeeds throughout their lives. Dogs are really just they just eat and be cute. So that's very sad. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh well, they've still got their son to entertain them, I guess. You know, it was never partners and son and dog. You know, the dog didn't make the marquee, so I guess
Yeah.
life goes on.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Says Francis Todd comment thought the Harkham Mafia got you boys.
Yeah, that was a bit of was that the last episode where you're
My Harkham jokes? I think so, yeah. We had who did we have on? Can't remember.
I think anyone. I think you just discussed it.
Making fun of the Ethan Llewellyn letters situation. Supposed to hang out with Harkham and Clowes tomorrow, I think, but I don't know. As I said, with the wife away and limited childcare, I don't think I'd be fucked. I'd have to race off in the morning and then race back, and so I'll probably see Clowes when I come to San Fran anyway next month. Harkham, take him or leave him. No, I love Harkham. We love Harkham. He likes to make jokes, as does Harry, apparently.
Yeah.
Nasty ones.
Very nasty ones.
Oh, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun, I believe. Yeah. Have we done an episode since you've been in San Fran?
No, actually, yeah, we did. We did last one, but we didn't. I didn't upload it because that was. Yeah, we've done one episode since I got locked out of this account. So no, we haven't. No.
I was going to say, is this a new studio for you? This is not your panic room; it's your spaz cabinet.
No, this is my. It's a walk-in closet turned studio. You can see lined with coat hooks here.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a walk-in closet, but it has a window that's quite nice.
Can see the reflection of the window in that piece of art back there. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been to your house. I won't dox you and say where it is exactly, but it's in a lovely spot. I had a lovely time. Your couch was comfortable.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to coming back next month. Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
I believe Jasper Jubenville's going to be in town as well, so we're all going to be hanging out.
Nordlinger cycling, getting Nordlinger on the bicycle.
If we can get him out of bed before 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, you're morning guys, are you? Like, yes. I have a child, Harry. I actually have to wake up in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
I'm up at 6 every morning. And you're just generally an early riser, aren't you, Josh? You're just one of those weirdos who could sleep in but choose not to.
Yeah, no, I'm up at 6 every morning. This morning I think I was up at 6 this morning.
That's wrong. It's weird. Why?
It's just nice. You get the I don't know. There's you get the first hour, when you're doing all your stuff, your coffee, all the non-productive stuff, shower, coffee, going for a walk. You're getting that done while everyone else is in bed. Then I just start work while everybody else is doing their thing, and you have a leg up. That's how I win.
What time do you go to bed though at night?
I think you should go to bed about 10:30, 11.
You're like an old man.
Yeah. I mean, 36.
I like to stay up late. I like to be up until 1 or something. And nighttime is when my brain comes alive and I think of ideas, and I like to stare at the stars and think, and poetry comes into my mind. I have to get up at 6 every morning, so I'm generally surviving on 4.5, 5 hours sleep, which does make the mornings challenging.
I've never had a good idea past dinner time.
Really?
No.
Well, our brains all work differently. We're all different, aren't we?
Some would say I've never had a good idea.
I said that about me many times. It's all just rehashed, recycled garbage from Pete Bag.
If there's anybody whose garbage should be recycled, it's Pete.
It's good trash. It's good garbage.
Good garbage.
Well, anyway, what the fuck are we doing? We're doing this again. There were discussions that we should never do Manga Chat ever again. But you were like, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I figure if we can figure out a way to make this tight and make the conversation interesting, it'd be good to do it once a week. But that's the struggle. Keeping the conversation tight.
10 minutes in and failing miserably.
Yeah.
See, I've considered we should do instead of 2-hour rambling episodes where we just talk about food and stuff. We could do tight 10 to 15 minute focal episodes. Maybe people would actually watch it then. I don't know. Who gives a fuck, really? I mean, it is what it is. Whatever.
Right, well, let's keep it focused. This is interesting. This is a thing that happened since the last one.
Oh.
With this French edition of Werewolf Jones. So this is from Huber Edition, and they've done 2 editions here. They've done a nice hardcover. You see, all glossy hardcover.
Mm.
With my cover, and then they've done a flimsy. No, this one is very beautiful paper. The French, they really did a good job with this. It's like perfect size. It's like a nice paper.
Yeah, it shits all over the North American publishers. The European papers stock.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, but that's a nice thing that the French have done there. Is the French, unlike the cowardly Polish, they've kept the cock on the front there.
Wait, the Polish one didn't have the cock?
No,
Oh,
they
really?
they cropped it out.
Oh, it's been completely cropped. Oh, you can just see the knob around the corner. If you turn the corner here,
Yeah,
you can just see that knob right there. Well, Poland, they're a bit, they're a bit Christian or something. I don't know. Scared of
yeah. But the French have done the whole. I think they've even put more shaft than Fantagraphics.
They've shafted that up. Yeah, let's look at the American cock. There's quite a decent amount of shaft there. This was extended.
Yeah,
It was like they do it. It was about that long. They had to extend it. I don't know if they used AI. Probably not. I doubt Fantagraphics is using AI to extend their penises, but who knows?
but yeah, this nice hardcover. It's nice to have this one. That tells a story front and back there. Nice
Well, yeah,
edition.
the initial one with my cover came in the mail first, and I was like, there's like blank pages in there on the end papers. Like you could have used Josh's artwork. Like, what the fuck's going on here? What a weird decision. But then the special edition came with your artwork, and I was like, that makes sense. Although there still are a couple of spreads that they didn't use that they could have. It's like, why would you have blank pages when you could use some big juicy spreads?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely editions. If you're French, if you're one of the French people watching, go and get that from Huber Editions.
This one sold out. It's like limited. I think. How many did they do? I think was it less than 100. I think 90.
90. Wow, sold out. There you go. Wow, look at us. Sold 90 books, Josh. Oh, God, the royalties on that are going to be crazy.
Nice. The rounded edges there on the pages? Quite nice.
Yeah, imagine Julian sitting there hand cutting those. Probably. Don't know how else you'd do that. Maybe a machine can do it. Oh God, I'm so tired. Got to do 90 of these. Oh,
The Scissor Man. Yeah. So there's that.
So someone says, any news on when it comes out with Fulgencio Pimentel, Josh? I assume they mean our Werewolf Jones book.
Yeah.
No. Fulgencio just put out the big Seeds and Stems Cafe Romantica collection from 2021. I think there's no current plans to put the Jones book out. I don't think they like it. I did say to them, like, how about we put out Below Ambition and Werewolf Jones together as one package? And they were like,
Well, contract for it. I have the money.
what? Really? They paid us already?
Yeah, I got paid by Fulgencio for Werewolf Jones.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, I guess they're planning on doing it. I don't know. As far as I can tell, they don't seem keen to put it out, but maybe next year. Yeah, I don't know. Gabriel Reyes. I don't know. I've talked to Caesar and Bernie recently, but no news on that.
Yeah, it'll probably take a while. I've already spent my $50 anyway. What about you?
Yeah. What was it? Probably like 600 euros, 500 euros or something.
Yeah.
Standard European advance.
It's actually good.
For low rent alternative comics that no one buys. You usually get your 500 or 600 euro advance.
Yeah.
In Spain, you'll often see past that, though. That's nice. Sometimes you'll get like 2 or 3 grand in euros coming in. That's nice.
Speaking of Spain, I got there's some things pending. I've like made some moves towards figuring it out, but it looks like I might be able to be a special guest in a big Spanish festival next year.
Whoa, which one would that be, Josh? Can you reveal a name or?
Big graph. All expenses paid. Hotel, food, board, plane tickets. All quite excited about that.
Have you been to Spain before?
No, never.
I love it. Hopefully you won't get squirted by all the anti-tourist protesters. You see that? They're all
yeah.
they're squirting people with water pistols, like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, what's the problem? You're going to come in as a tourist, spend a bunch of money for their economy, and then fuck off. And they don't seem to want that.
There's a difference though. If I'm going through customs and immigration for this, I'm not there for leisure. This is business.
You're a businessman.
So that's what I mean. I'm gonna be like, stop it. This is business, not leisure.
It's not my fault. I've been invited by a Spanish publisher. Take it up with them.
Yeah.
Who's your Spanish publisher?
La Cupula.
La Cupula, very good. They do some good stuff, I think.
Yeah, good guys. They got Peter Bag, Hernandez Bros,
Ball Bag,
all that good stuff. Yeah.
Well, that'll be nice. Yeah, I've got my Spanish publisher Fulgencio saying you've got to come over. You should come over, but I'm just scared to fly and don't want to leave my child. But I don't know. Maybe next year for Graph, Josh. Maybe if we could go together, that would be quite fun.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
It'd be incredible. We both overdose. Probably it'd be crazy.
Well, if the French know what's good for them, they'll nominate this for the Angoulême, and we'll be able to go over there as winners. Maybe I can get one of those little cat statues.
Yeah, I got my cat statue up there. There it is. Oh, I'm just pointing at the screen. That doesn't work. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the old cat statue up there. 2018, Megan Mogg, best series, the Oscar of comics. You've been nominated, Josh. That's fucking impressive. No one in the US cares. Generally, no one knows what Angoulême is. Most shit munchers don't know what it is, but the people that do know, it's bloody good bragging rights.
Yeah, the ones that know.
That's what it's all about. It's all about the bragging rights.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
Yeah, it's some hot news. Someone, Harvey Picar's ghost here, is saying Nathan Fielder has nearly solved the flying issue. Give it a year. Yeah, hopefully. That was good. The rehearsal series 2. You watched that, didn't you, Josh?
Yeah, brilliant. I loved it.
Yeah, it's quite good. He's quite clever, that Nathan Fielder. Yeah, no, my wife was away when I watched that. It was like 3 weeks ago. She was in New York on business, so she keeps going away on business. So it's sad for me because I miss her. But yeah, I watched that, and it terrified me, the rehearsal, with the lack of communication between pilots. I was like, oh God, my wife's got to go.
Yeah.
The pilots are all not talking to each other. It was a bit scary, but she made it back. I guess the pilots did have a chin wag. Maybe they watched the rehearsal, and maybe they're going to start talking.
Yeah, the rehearsal was great TV. We're doing Rex. You know, I watched it 2 days ago, and I loved it so much. It was Dream Scenario. Do you see that movie?
I've never heard of it.
Nicolas Cage, A24 movie. Very funny, very interesting concept. Basically, it's like Nicolas Cage starts appearing in everybody's dreams. It just like takes a really dark turn. It's a fun movie. I recommend it.
Sounds all right. Don't mind a bit A24.
I gave it 4 stars out of 5.
We'll have to do some pitching to A24 soon, Josh. That's some big news. Josh, you are represented by Paradigm Talent Agency now. I'm rep by Paradigm. We have an entertainment agent. We have been working on screenplays and pitches.
Are we okay? If we're allowed to say that, then yeah, that's a big thing. I'm represented by a talent agency.
I don't think it's a secret.
Talent agency.
It'd be funny if our agent messages like, "Don't publicly say that you're represented." Like, how dare you? It's supposed to be a secret.
They came to me and they said, "You are entertaining talent. Please be the talent represented on our entertainment talent agency."
It's frustrating that Paradigm on their Instagram keeps on like, oh, CM Punk is signed, like all these wrestlers are signed with Paradigm. It's like, where's the Josh Pettinger is signed with the Tedwood guy is signed with Paradigm? Like, come on, that's big news. But I guess we don't do as big a business as the major wrestling chains.
No.
Yeah, we've been having fun, haven't we, Josh? We've been working up TV pitches and writing together on the phone, and it's quite fun.
Yes. Oh, so much fun. We've been
It's
big dreams.
Yeah, we've been having delusions of grandeur and unrealistic fantasies, and it's our ticket to get out of the sad world of alternative comics.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of time fantasizing about firing people.
Oh yeah, just yelling at people, just eating like shrimp, and good shrimp, Erewhon shrimp. Yeah, it's been fun, but yeah, no, we're hopefully pitching on A24 soon. I've pitched to some of their subsidiary type affiliates before. But yeah, we've got about 5 things on the go. And still working on the comics as well. Were you working on comics wise, Josh?
Yeah, slowly working on issue 2 of Pleasure Beach. It's good. It's, I'll just show the back of a page. I'm not going to show the page.
It's a nice big bit of paper.
Yeah, so if you want, like, the other side of this page is a page from Pleasure Beach issue 2.
I'm still just drawing on computer paper. I'm working on a new 69-page Megan Mogg comedy comic, throwback, fun one. But I can show the front of this because it just has some panels ruled up. And it has a filthy stain on the corner there. I think my daughter stepped on it. But yeah, that'll come out in the editing once I bump up the contrast or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, just computer paper for me. Small computer paper. You've got your large watercolor paper there. Bristol board, is it? Was it?
Yeah, Bristol board. I've gone up. This might be interesting to nobody. I mean, somebody will find this interesting. So I usually use this 300 series, 14 by 17.
Huh.
But I've decided recently, I'm a professional. This is tax deductible. I should treat myself. So I'm now up to the 400 series.
Strathmore Bristol 400. Very nice.
Vellum surface, 15 sheets, 14 by 17, 2-ply. Yes, 400 series best. I think there's like a 500 series better, which they shouldn't say best if there's a one above it. It's a lie. Superior acid-free dry media. For the French over there, it's sans acide media sec.
See, I don't like it, Josh. I've tried numerous of the Strathmores, and it used to be good, but the chemical makeup rejects my watercolors, a lot of marbling. So I tried the Fabriano hot press. I tried lots of fancy papers, but I'm telling you, the best fucking paper, Amazon Basics.
Yeah.
Might get me in trouble. Oh, I shop at Amazon. I'm a Prime member. I love that 2-day shipping. Yeah, Amazon Basics. This is great paper. I did a lot of tests, and this actually, shockingly, is the best paper for my watercolor needs. Not that I paint that much anymore. I'm mostly just screenwriter hack.
Yeah.
But when I do a painting, I use Amazon Basics. Thanks, Jeff.
Best Small Press has asked a question, and the tone of it is just so sad sounding.
Do you realistically? Well, if you've purchased any of my recent zines, I usually have a big waffle in the back. I have talked at length in the back of You'll Own Nothing but whatever it's called, the zombie thing I'm doing. The new issue just came out like a month ago or something. But yeah, no, it's Meg's Coven. I want to do it, but it's just incredibly emotionally traumatizing.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, I mean, I'll keep it brief. Just my mother's, she's probably dying right now. It's been a bit of a mess. I haven't talked to her for 8 weeks. It was really rough last time. So yeah, just delving into all that material. It used to be an art therapy thing. It helped for me to put that stuff in a comic and kind of take reality and turn it into fiction and kind of look at it from a different angle. It made it less real and easy to deal with. But right now in my life, I'm a happy dad with a Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
A big pile of nice avant-garde manga. So I have no real desire to wallow in such horrible dark material. But I did on stage. I did that Museum of Contemporary Art Megahex 10-year anniversary talk last year, and I did announce on stage that I was going to start Meg's Coven after the 4th issue of You'll Own Nothing. But then the backup strip from the back of that blew out, and that's this 69-page thing I just previously mentioned. I got a big 69-page Megan Mogg thing that was going to be a short backup strip, but blew out, very long. So now I'm going to do that as its own book, and then I'm going to start doing Meg's Coven, because I am aware that I've put out some pretty shit work over the last 4 years, perhaps. Not really at the top of my game. I blame my child. I blame myself for being a present father and a good parent. It's hard to work 16-hour days bashing this depressing shit out when you're happy and just want to watch kids shows and read Bear's books. But yeah, at some point, there's a lot of good material there, Josh. I mean, I got a big book down here with all my notes in it and some cracking material.
Yeah.
Or if the TV show stuff works out, I'll just say fuck off to comics and just do it as a TV show. But then it will get meddled with by like a cabal of executives and watered down and how about you change this personal story that's really personal to you and make it like, shit or something. But yeah, no, I work with good people though, so it probably wouldn't happen. Carl Stevens says, am I going to self-publish? Yes, self-publishing once again, Carl. Hard for people to get, gets lost in the mail. expensive, hard to procure. Yes, damage in transit, but a lot of books getting damaged in transit this time. Yeah, just self-publishing. Why give a publisher all of your money when you can just do it yourself and make 100% of the profits? That's
Yeah.
why I published the zombie thing. I could get 40 cents a unit from Fantagraphics, or I could get $8 a unit doing it myself. So I was like,
Yeah.
it's not like there's good press that these publishers can get you anymore. I mean, we don't live in an ecosystem where you can get decent press for this stuff. So I was just doing my own press on Instagram anyway. You know, I was the one directing people to Fantagraphics to buy the books. So, you know, but at some point I'll collect it all up with them and stuff. And but yeah, there's no rush. There's no rush.
Yeah.
Well, when's the collection coming out? There's no rush. You know.
Yeah.
But, you know, but I get all excited about things. You know, there's things I get all excited about. When's this thing going to come out? But it is often just about the wanting, and then you get the thing, and so and you sort of put it aside, like, and then you just start lusting for something else.
It's, Wilson Fisk just said, "Hope you don't feel fan pressure to do MC. If you're in a better place and would rather not right now, real fans get it." And for a second, I thought, like, what manga chat? Like, what's wrong? Do we seem like in a bad place? But I just realized,
They're not though. That's wrong. That's wrong, Wilson Fisk. I will be harassed until the end of my life by people saying, "When are you going to finish that story? You kept hyping it up and promising it, and now you just keep pumping out lukewarm shit. What are you doing, you dickhead?" So I'm going to have to do it. But also, I owe it to the reader, the people who invested, 6 years in a certain thread of Megan Mog's stories. I'm going to have to continue it. Also, it is like, you know, banger materials. You know, Meg's cover's going to be incredible.
yeah,
But anyway, yeah, it's been 6 years now. Time flies. I'm just a fat old man now.
that's not that long. A lot of people waited like 25 years for Rusty Brown or something, you know.
Yeah, that's Chris. Where he's already a millionaire, probably, and I'm not.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, terrible decisions. Keeps me awake at night. Like, why am I doing this zombie thing? Like, just do the good material that people want to read. Like, what's wrong with you? But it is, it's emotional stuff. It's like, do you want to wallow around in all of your deepest trauma and write about an ailing parent who's, unhappy that you're writing about them, despite them telling you your whole life to use me. Go down to the dole office and tell them that you're depressed. Use me. Tell them I'm a drug addict, Simon. So, all right, well, now I'm using all that material in comics to support my child. No, now it's wrong. But I understand. It's heavy stuff. No one wants all their dirty laundry aired out in public. Anyway, yeah, but Pleasure Beach chugging along, Josh. Your Piss Island. That's right.
slowly, very slowly coming together, but it will be out. Maybe give it 2 months.
Yeah, I got to step it up with this 69-page thing. I got 5 pages penciled here, and I'm on the 6th, but 69 pages. So I got a ways to go.
Yeah,
In the old days, I could pencil like 20 pages a day and ink 5 a day, but I just can't hit those numbers anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, the idea was, what's that, Josh?
I'm like purposely slowing down with Pleasure Beach a bit. I look back at a lot of Ted Wood, and there's like some pages where it's just like, oh fuck, if I'd have spent an extra couple of days on that. So I'm trying to like just let this be like the best thing, because when things like just straight comedy, I feel like they don't have to be as well drawn. It doesn't have to be as like you don't have to think too much about as long as you can get the joke out in the comic, but. This comic's a lot less funny, so it has to have something else, which is the best art I can draw. Maybe I don't know.
Well, it's just for your pride as well. So when you and I went to Klaus's house last time, in the studio, looking through his new book, and and he was like, "Yeah, I'm taking like 2 weeks a page and trying to do the best pages I can," and we were like, oh, "They look incredible," and we just felt like cocksuckers, just like bashing out our garbage. I've got some pencil panels in this that are just terrible, but it's like, well, I'll fix them in the inking, but just it's like my brain doesn't want to do drawing anymore. It's like I can't. I have no patience for it. I just want to like get in and get out. So it's just bodies are just terrible and just bad poses, but then I'm just I read a lot of Heta Uma manga, like, you know, bad but good, just sort of bad on purpose manga. And so I'm kind of like, if it's a bit shit, it's okay. I just want to get it done, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Burns as well. He's, you know, doing 5 layers of stuff or sketches and refinement, and then inks it on a light box or whatever, and it, you know, it looks so nice. And I feel like you and I are just like hack cartoonists that are just like hacking stuff out. So
Yeah,
I
like
understand.
when we went to Klaus's house, it's like you see the like the rough layouts or whatever, and that's, you know, better than 99% of comics that have ever been released. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like it was motivating to try and make this book a bit prettier than the last one.
Yeah, it just takes time though. Comics, it's, you know, it takes so fucking long now.
Yeah,
So, you know, I know it's an evil, bad thought, Josh, but you know, I just the AI is starting to look attractive. Just you know,
yeah,
training it, like, you know, training it myself with the background, so I don't have to draw a toilet 20 times. I don't want to draw the same. You know, I have a lot of long pacing in my comics. I'll draw the same background over and over. Like I'm
yeah.
doing a scene now, and I like started putting all like flower arrangements and like frames on the wall, and I was like, hang on, like a bookshelf. I can't draw this like fucking 30 times. I got a kid yelling for me to take her to the toilet. Like, I can't. So if I could train AI to do the backgrounds.
You need to like make like a 3D model of the house, and then
Yeah,
just sort of take screenshots of it at different angles, and then, you know.
or just make puppets, and I could pose the puppets and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
just like, Photoshop on speech bubbles. But that's why TV is so alluring to me now, because like we can just write the scripts, Josh, and
yeah,
some poor cunt has to do all the hard work of making it come to life.
yeah.
It'd be so nice. Yeah. I love the writing part, but yeah, the actual drawing of the comics. It used to be so meditative. It used to be such a beautiful escape from reality when I was a childless loser. But now that I'm like a big winner with a child and a wife and like stuff to do, I can't, you know, be that kind of pathetic loser anymore. Just sitting around scratching at a piece of paper all day, you know, huffing my own farts.
Well, there's still like I don't the inking is still got to be like a meditative state that you can enjoy.
I do like the inking. The penciling is horrible because you are
Yeah,
creating the scene. You're building it. There's so much room for error. And there's still room for error with inking, but it is like the final stage, kind of. And
yeah.
you're tracing essentially.
I enjoy writing. I enjoy inking. Just the penciling is just absolutely fucking unfun and makes me want to quit every time.
The writing's horrible as well because I can't watch TV or anything. You know, when I'm inking, I can like watch a movie or something. But you know, when I'm writing, I just have to listen to some like, you know, medieval, you know,
Yeah,
instrumental music, and then I want to talk to like Nathan Cowdery or
yeah,
Ethan Llewellyn, or, you know, Nate Garcia, or, you know, I want to get on the phone and catch up with friends I've not talked to for months. But it's like, oh, I can't. I've got scripts due. I have to write. It's like,
yeah.
and to take like an hour or two out of my business day, it's rough.
It's not fun, but it's like when you like, you know, say you walk into the shops or something. You don't walk, you drive to the shop. But when you go, like when you're in the shower or doing dishes, or you walk into the shops, and then two threads come together that seemed unconnected, and it makes sense, and then the story like becomes fuller. That's like actually fulfilling, and it's,
Yeah.
you know, it feels good, and it's like, oh, I can do this. I know what, you know.
Yeah, it's a big endorphin rush or whatever.
Yeah, but the blank page is a nightmare, and yeah,
Yeah. But it feels like being a scientist or something, making a big breakthrough. I've cured cancer, but it's like, I thought of
yeah,
a really good dick joke. It's like, it's the same thing.
yeah. I mean, it's just like when just unconnected threads come together, or like, you know, something like an idea you had for a story a long time ago, and it suddenly would make sense in this story. It's like that's better than any other part of it for me, like inking, or like all the praise, or, you know, people giving me hundreds of thousands of dollars and all that stuff.
But it's been fun writing together as well, like working on these pitches and screenplay things and Bibles, and yeah, you know, it's nice writing alone, but yeah, it's nice to bounce around with a buddy. You know,
Yeah,
you'll find blind spots. You know, certain things. You know, you came up with some great ideas on that thing we were getting ready a couple of weeks ago.
yeah,
Yeah, things I wouldn't have thought of. So it's always nice to have a buddy to bounce around with.
yeah, definitely.
I think more cartoonists should team up and like make like writing pools.
Yeah.
You know, I've always had a bounce around buddy, you know. And yeah, no, it's a lonely vocation, the comics. So yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and yeah, it takes so long to draw them. You don't want to fuck up the script. You don't want to have a shit script and then spend 6 months drawing the damn thing. And
Yeah.
everyone reads it and thinks you're a massive cocksucker. This guy's a massive cocksucker.
Luckily for me, people keep saying I get better and better.
Yeah, luckily for me, no one reviews my work anymore. So
Yeah, it's like it's
good. Yeah,
that's a whole other thing. We should do an episode on like press, like how to fill the gaps where nobody's writing about specifically our stuff or like stuff in the alternative comics world. So it's like how do we fill that gap?
Yeah, well, it just comes down to time and money. I think the only people writing for comics websites are just people who are prepared to work for like $20 for an article, or 3 free books from the warehouse. So you only get real low rent kind of desperados or very passionate people.
Yeah.
Very passionate. And yeah, there's not enough of them. And it's tough economy and stuff. People don't have the time to write long, engaging reviews of things. They're more likely to just go on Blue Sky and call you a cunt.
I did. I was using Blue Sky for a little bit to promote my stuff, and I had to deactivate it the other day because I realized like that's not what it's for. It's like that website is no good. It's not for promoting stuff. It's not for building an audience. It's not for like anything good. It's for like bullying people, and it's for like just being like, upset publicly. It's like there's no it has no value to me at all. So I got rid of that.
Yeah, same as Threads and stuff. I mean, Twitter's shit now as well. Instagram, the algorithm's fucked. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. Where do you promote your stuff? Like, I build up a massive audience on Instagram. I just saw my posts get suppressed. So I think it's just sales posts, anything with keywords that are directing you off the website. They just they want you to pay. And I did pay recently. I put $50 into a post to promote it. And it was like, you'll get 5,000 extra views. I was like, well, I used to get 50,000 for free, but $50 for 5,000. Like, wow, like, let's try it. And I got 6 additional views, like all the analytics, like 6 extra people. I'm like, wow, I wonder how many of those actually clicked through the link, went to the website, checked out the shipping, and then bought the book.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah, of course.
So terrible conversion rate. I mean, I've had 1 million hits on a post, like something went viral, like 1 million viewers, and I think I sold like three books.
Yeah.
It's difficult out there. I don't know how these young cartoonists do it, but it's just Sisyphean. You just have to keep pushing the boulder, and there's lots of young dudes out there putting out some good stuff. Dudes and dudettes. Sorry, I don't want to get attacked on Blue Sky. Yeah. Yeah, no, stuff coming out. People are managing. I guess you got to send it to shops and stuff, but then there's not many shops. I'm always talking about the shops, and I don't like having to pay wholesale or sell for wholesale to shops. That's half my money gone. And then the consumer will just only buy it from the shops and not buy it direct from you. So you just buy half my money. Say to my daughter, sorry, sweetheart, we can't eat tonight because Desert Island and Floating World took all Daddy's money.
Speaking of shops, I went to check out Comic Experience this morning. I don't know if you have any opinion on this. Let me know.
Oh, that's copyrighted material. How dare they?
And the other side of that, you're ready to be like, if that has you fuming, wait till you see the other side.
Call him a lawyer, Josh. What the? That Meg is off model. Hello.
They're bringing people into the people walking on the street going, oh, that's a nice witch. Like, I wonder what's in this store.
Jesus Christ.
And they're giving you a cut, probably not, but
the Harris, like there's a Comics Experience San Francisco. They've got a chalkboard at the front with my copyrighted works on there. This is all officially, it's legally copyrighted works. Disney shuts this stuff down all the time. Harris, you got to get down there. The hat is not correct. Meg's got a fat chin, eyes too small, nose looks like a penis, hair's not right. It's just wrong. The hat predominantly. All right, thanks, buddy. All right, he's going to shut that down. You know, that's fine. Obviously, if there's any really stupid people watching, I love that. That's very nice. I'm shocked that they'd still promote my work. Alt-right provocateur. My God, I guess they're not on Blue Sky. Yeah, that's nice. It's a treat. There should have been a Tedwood on one side and a Mog on the other. I have actually been shutting down stuff legally with my lawyer, though. The fucking fucking crypto bros. They keep, I think, 10 times now. There's been a Megan Mog crypto scam, and then they all flood my comments, and I say to them, "Shut this down, you cocksucker! What are you doing? I don't want to be a part of this. This is like these are legally copyrighted characters, like tied up in like TV deals. Like, you can't fucking do this." And they get really sassy with me and say like, "Oh, well, come on, you got to join on. We all want to support you. Oh, what about your fans that want to support you?" It's like, what? By buying a fucking NFT or a fucking crypto coin? Like, here's a tip: they could buy the books if they don't own all the books. Oh, but your fans want to support you. Yeah, if you've bought all the books, that's it. End of story. I don't need any more support. Just buy the fuck. But yeah, it's really frustrating. But I've had a bunch of them shut down. And then no one's done a Werewolf Jones one yet. I'm not that I'm giving anyone ideas, but that's the popular meme. I'm going to make this weird Werewolf Jones panel, like Mog coin, Owl coin, like make a Werewolf Jones coin. Again, not saying, I'm not suggesting it.
Yeah.
But then my lawyer was like, "Well, do you want to do one?" It's like, no. But, a lot of the business people, they don't realize that NFTs are stupid and stuff, and they're always, a friend of mine's like a big business consultant, and she's always like, "You gotta do the NFTs, Simon." And I'm like, "No, it's Matt Fury just gets called a crypto fascist. Like, I don't want that." Paper Ad famously, would have talked about this before, but Paper Ad sold out, did some NFTs a few years ago, and they only made $6,000.
Yeah.
And called them white supremacists. So I said, yeah, no, not interested. And just don't like crypto stuff. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't even do digital comics. I don't even sell digital comics.
No.
I should though, Josh, with the price of international shipping, because you've done all right at that, haven't you?
Yeah, I've just said if you just if you do like a pay what you want PDF, you can set a minimum on it, and then just PDF to all your self-published stuff. People would go mental for that because people don't want to pay $30 for a zine to be shipped from the US to fucking England.
The shipping's insane. I was just going through my orders for all the zines, and like a lot of the international ones are just like attempted delivery. It's like, what?
Yeah.
They keep getting sent back. It's like European postal carriers cannot deliver packages. So
yeah,
I've got all the stuff written on the website. We're not responsible for lost packages, all this blah blah blah. But we are kind of like, if people are nice and they like, I didn't get my package, it was all damaged. Like, all right, well, send you another one. Maybe you can pay the shipping. It's not really our fault, but yeah, if people come in and they're like massive cunts, it's like, fuck you. But most people are nice and will be nice if they're nice. But yeah, I got
the only like saving part of it is like my euro orders have been cut down to almost nothing.
Yeah.
Like being able to like sell instead of Gosh buying like 5 copies or something, they'll buy 30 or or something. So if you can get I can still get the work out there, but I'm not making any money obviously in Europe. But
yeah.
But if you're not, if you're not in a position where Gosh are gonna, or like all the problems in this world are gonna buy like 30 or 40 copies off of you, and only 5, then that's not even worth it at all.
Not really. I mean, I'm selling them wholesale, so what, like $5 times 30, like $150. Like, I'm used to doing big drops online and making like $15,000. So when so fucking around for like $150, it's like But the postage prices are insane. The consumer, the fan, whatever the customer you want to call them, just a nice person buying a comic from you. It's wildly expensive and prohibitive, and I don't know how we're going to solve this problem. I think there is no solution. Digital shit. I guess I have to make digital slop PDFs for these poor Europeans. They can print them out and put them in a Mylar bag. I don't know.
I just feel like people are less connected to a digital like comic. So it's like, do they like? I don't know. I feel like I have like with some with the audience. There's like a connection between me and my audience, and that happens from them having a physical piece of paper, like a thing that I made in front of them. If they're just looking at the phone, it's just on the internet. It's so disconnected.
Yeah, I don't like reading stuff on screens at all. I think it's disgusting. But
Yeah,
I just feel like they could pirate it as well. Like, what's stopping them from just like, oh, I'll just send it to my friend. Here's the PDF, drop and drag into an email. Here you go. Now you don't have to give Simon any money, and his daughter can starve.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I can put watermarks on there, or like it self-destructs after a certain time or something. I don't know. I'm just paranoid.
Watermark is just like a big "I'm a cunt. I didn't pay for this watermark."
Yeah, I don't know what the solution is, but I'm trying some PDFs together, I suppose, and do that.
Yeah. You get any good books this week? So I've done some production this week because it's like, okay, we're coming back. I would like this to become a regular thing again. So I've done some production. Do you want to see one of them?
Oh, please, Josh, yes. Whoa. Oh, Simon's DVD corner. That's lovely. Look at that.
You bought any DVDs this week?
Oh, have I? Have I? Probably. Yeah, I got a couple of things. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got a couple of things. Oh God, my legs have gone dead. I've got Kevin Eldon is titting about.
Oh, that's a good one. That's rare. I don't even think I've seen that.
I picked this up on eBay, I think, for about $30. I've been looking out for a while. It's from Go Faster Stripe, the British comedy stand-up DVD company, and I ordered one from them, and then they were like, "Oh, so we don't actually have it. Sorry. Do you want a digital copy?" It's like, "Fuck no." But yeah, but I did finally find this Kevin Eldon titting about in black and white. Yeah, Kevin Eldon, he's in lots of stuff. He's been in all the British comedies, you know, Alan Partridge, Black Books, had his own show, It's Kevin. He's in the Julia Davis stuff. Yeah, love Kevin Eldon, so finally got a hard copy. I actually don't think you can watch this on YouTube or anything. I think I was like, should I buy it? But I looked around and you didn't seem to be able to watch it for free anywhere. If you're a big like torrent seeder or whatever that world of piracy is, I don't know anything about that, but you could probably get it, you know, real easy. But yeah, I got that. I also got Babylon season 1. This is directed by Danny Boyle, but it's from the writers of Peep Show and Succession. Yeah, so yeah, it's like a cop show. It's I think it's like an American visionary woman from the world of new media parachuted in to revolutionize the force's PR department in the age of rolling news, smartphones, and the information-hungry public. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's about a lady that comes into a police force, probably corrupt, and she has to try and do marketing stuff. But yeah, it sounds good. Haven't watched it yet. Probably never will. Yeah, that's you know, it's interesting. I got Allo Allo. I got this at the secondhand bookstore. Do you ever watch Allo Allo back in the day?
Yeah, that was on. I don't think I ever watched it. It was on in the background.
Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, it's an old 80s British sort of camp kind of comedy. Someone actually bought this up when we was doing our signing in Oakland a couple of months ago. Josh, a fan of mine, while I was signing, we were talking about Peep Show and British comedies, and they were like, "Oh, I love Allo Allo," and I was like, "You're like 20. How the fuck do you even know about Allo Allo?" And I just freshly picked this up, so that rather tickled me. I got a bootleg copy of Devs by Alex Garland. You watched that?
No.
Yeah, I like Alex Garland. I want to go see 28 Years Later, hearing mixed reports.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and I got a bootleg Blu-ray of Devs. It's still in the wrap, so I don't even know if it works. I do buy a few bootlegs. We'll see. I got Dragged Across Concrete. What's his name again? Craig Zala. He's a Megan Mogg fan.
Yeah, he's bought some of my books before. He's
big comics fan, I believe.
he put the Wells Jones book on his end of year list on the Comics Journal. He was in the comments.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, very cool.
And did you ever see Banana Man?
Yeah.
I got the complete Banana Man, featuring the voices of the goodies.
Nice.
Bill Oddie, Graham Garden, and Tim Brooke Taylor. Rest in peace.
Solid list.
Yeah, I love watching the goodies with my child. She inexplicably likes the goodies. A 4-year-old in Los Angeles in 2025 watching dusty old 70s BBC comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, an official Dandy product. Yeah, very weird cartoon.
I didn't know it was connected to the Dandy.
Yeah, I think it started as a comic in the Dandy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Watched a bit of it on YouTube before I bought this. I almost teared up from nostalgia.
1 second. If you can hold it.
We can hold it. Yeah, well, I got the Sand Pebbles here. Steve McQueen, Sand Pebbles. It was Richard McKenna was the writer of this. Great sci-fi writer from the 60s. Wrote Fiddler's Green, which is my favorite pulp sci-fi short story ever. Yeah, got Steve McQueen and the Sand Pebbles. Got to give this a watch. I got the Earthbound documentary, Earthbound USA, about the old role-playing game from the 90s. Excited about that. I love Earthbound. It's great. And I got from Kino Classics, The Queen, the mother of all drag documentaries, because of my interest in the world of drag. 1967 Miss All American Camp Beauty Pageant. So yeah, it's a bit of history there, Josh. A bit of drag in the 60s. Yeah, pre-Paris is Burning. This is the old stuff. Yeah, it's Simon's DVD corner.
Yeah, let me get the thing up again.
It's Simon's DVD corner.
Good stuff.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Have you got any other graphics?
Yeah, I did. So I thought, okay, I'm not sure of the tone of the show here. I was like, okay, I made this,
Huh.
and I'm a bit embarrassed by how much production I put into this one. I almost don't want to do it because it's like, yeah, I just put way too much fucking time into this. It started off, it was just going to be a funny little thing, but then it snowballed into like a massive thing. And it was like a little segment I wanted to do, but okay, I'm just going to do it. And people just don't judge me about like. I have a life outside of manga chat, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like I've spent 3 weeks on this. Are you ready for this segment? Wait, I fucked it up. All right, ready?
Had a coughing fit. I was laughing so much. It's Birding with Josh Penty, the new Bill Oddie.
Yeah. So I thought the idea for this segment is I bring you like 3 of the most interesting like birding experiences I've had this week, and you just pick a favorite. That's all.
I do enjoy your birding adventures on your Instagram stories.
Yeah.
I've been to your bird park with you and looked at the cormorants.
Yes. Okay. So warning. Here's a warning for this. This is because this is the first episode, right? So a lot of the stuff, when you watch like a pilot, and then you see like in the intro they have stuff, and you're like, oh, that was something that happened in the pilot was in the intro bit, but that only ever happens in the first episode. So they're going to happen here. So you're going to see stuff again. But just ignore that because going forward, there's going to be more interesting birds.
You promise. Josh promises more interesting birds.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is this. All right, it's a wood duck. All right, so people are thinking like, I didn't know Josh lived in Florida. I don't. So here's an interesting thing. This wood duck, right, is the only wood duck in Northern California. So what I think has happened, right, is it's got...
Duck.
it's got this wood duck has got caught in the migration path of a bunch of normal mallards. So basically, this is the only wood duck in Northern California. You know, it's like this is a big deal. There's like every time I go look at this duck, photographers, it's people are really into this thing.
This is one of them.
Yeah, one.
It's a dime a dozen in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, I go on the bird app, I go on eBird, and I search wood duck, and that's the only sighting for 100 miles.
Wow.
Second one, we're going to stick with ducks, all right? And what's interesting about this is I've watched this family grow up. So I have so start. Show a video, it's going to be less ducklings.
Beautiful.
And then this is. So there's two types of duck. Let's see what the comments are going mad here.
I feel like it's time travel with those ducks, Josh.
I know, right? And the third one. So I don't know if I'm sure you know a lot about cormorants, but for anyone that doesn't, an interesting thing about the cormorants, right, is they're diving ducks. So they go, they get their food from deep in the water. But the thing is, they can't fly. Do you know this? That they can't fly if they're wet.
How'd they get up in the fucking tree? They were dry.
Yeah,
you filmed a child inadvertently up in the top left corner there, you fucking pedo.
Yeah. Well, I thought I zoomed in enough, but I guess I didn't.
No, I could see someone's child there. There's a father that offends me.
So that's the first episode of Birding with Josh Pettinger.
Beautiful birds, Josh. Do you get any mandarin ducks there? Mandarin ducks are probably my favourite ducks. I used to watch them at the Isabella Plantation at Richmond Park in London.
Yeah.
Any mandarins? No? They may not fly that far. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's no mandarin ducks. Somebody here said that playing the videos mutes my audio. So I'm going to say it again about the cormorants. Basically, the cormorant is drying its wings in that video because it can't fly if it has wet wings.
Huh, so how long would it take them to dry off? We saw him was shaking off.
Usually hours.
Hours, really?
Yeah, sometimes maybe not hours, maybe an hour. But yeah, usually you'll see the same cormorant doing it for about an hour.
Very susceptible to predators during that hour.
Exactly, yeah. I guess it could just go back in the water and then dive, but...
Well, yeah, but you just got, a crocodile or something, I mean, you're fucked.
Yeah. So for the people who didn't hear, but so there was, the wood duck, which is a rare duck. There's only one in Northern California. There was the duckling family growing up, and then the cormorant. That's my birding corner.
Absolutely stunning. I look forward to future episodes of Birding Corner, Josh.
Yeah.
And Simon's DVD corner as well. I have to prepare for that next time and actually choose some proper stuff off the shelf to talk about.
Yeah. Any books this week? Let's get back to comics chat.
A few books, I guess. So you got have you got the Cornelius yet?
No, I don't have that one yet. I'm gonna get
it. Looks
that.
Good. If you love your Shrowan, you'll probably love this. Similar kind of style. It's the closest, kind of, thing I'd liken it to.
Yeah,
good looking stuff. There's still lots of different styles, and it's a weird frog with a vagina or something over here. But it's Drawn and Quarterly have done this. I think Appa did it in Spain, and now Drawn and Quarterly have done this big US edition. Lovely colouring, lovely weird sort of.
Appa has quickly become like one of my favorite publishers to look at this stuff. It's it's really beautiful stuff they've been doing. I really want that. The Ursula book.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of good stuff. Lovely sequence of a dog bathing here. It's the kind of stuff you'll get from Appa. Long sequences of dogs bathing.
Yeah,
this is supposed to be good. Everything I've heard about this is that it's the writing's good as well. Mark Torres has held off on the the Spanish one and waited for the English one. They kept the same design, which is nice. I was worried they're going to fuck it up and give it a horrible like Western cover, but they've retained the original design, so I was happy about that. Obviously, Devil's Grin, fucking amazing. Did you find a copy of this in the end? Where'd you get it?
Comics Experience.
Okay, because you're saying a lot of shops didn't have it. Like Green Apple didn't have it.
Yeah, I went to like 4 different stores for the whole and just could not find it. But yeah, finally got it. I don't like ordering books online. I like going into shops and buying.
Yeah, it's always nice. Yeah, I read this. I mean, I'd read, this is the first 6 chapters. I'd read the first 4 chapters in the floppies, so I sat down and read the whole thing, and the last, chapters 5 and 6, and it blew me the fuck away. And then I just instantly started rereading it from the start again with the context of the ending, and book 1 and 2. So I mean, but it ends on a satisfying cliffhanger or whatever. Like I just want the next one. I love Robert. I love Dandelion. I love these characters. So fucking well written. Ignore all the ballyhoo. Ignore all the bullshit and the blue skying. Just this is a fantastic book.
Insane is so beautiful. It's like really beautiful production too.
Don't like the cover. That's one thing I don't. The red doesn't gel for me. Too shiny, and it's just it's the Fantagraphics bells and whistles. I think one of their designers is just right now is currently going nuts with bells and whistles embossing when it doesn't really need to be. And I'm finding some of the books a bit garish.
I hope you're not talking about the classy Tedwood embossing.
No. That was tasteful. That was some tasteful embossing. No, it's like the Noah Van Sciver book, that recent one, that had like a leopard print spine with like silver heavy metal lettering, and it was a bit much. It just sort of like, it was a bit too much, a bit gaudy or something. But it suited the book, I suppose. But
well, some have said that they're overcompensating for a lack of press that they're going to give the books, but I wouldn't say that. Other people have been saying
you can't get any press. What press is there to get? It's a bit shiny. It's like we were talking earlier. Our French Werewolf Jones book, the paper, like just American paper is always just like cheap shit. Like this is just standard issue, cheap shit. All the books feel exactly the same. Like there's no porousness to the paper. But the cover doesn't matter. You don't judge a book by the cover.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Alex's cartooning is not for everyone. Some people find it a bit rough and ready. Despite the fact she can paint like a motherfucker and paint like realistic shit, but she chooses to draw like this, and it reads so well. The pacing, the writing, just the characters, they feel alive. Like it's probably one of the best books I've read in 10 years. It's just up there. I absolutely adore this book and give it my highest recommendation. If you don't like it, you're a cunt.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. It's just going to be. I think it's going to be, in the canon as one of the great graphic novels of the 21st century.
I think so. I just bought this. This is like the thickest book in the world. It's a G.I. Joe compendium. I grew up reading this, the old Larry Hama, old classic G.I. Joes. It's just too thick. It's ridiculous. Are you supposed to read this on the toilet?
Yeah.
And also, I don't. The cover is hideous. Like it's all like. Look at this. It's awful. The layout and just this like modern shit illustration, because the actual comics look, like this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Why not make the cover match the interiors? Like I really dig the interiors. Like I love this art. Like it's fucking great. It's so much nostalgia. I just remember this image from when I was a kid of this guy with the bubble gum here. Like it's just so much of it. Just fuck it. I'm an old man. I love nostalgia. But yeah, too thick. Got it on sale for like $30 somewhere. So $30 for this, pretty good. But,
I mean, that's like speaking of like that being too thick, I think that's one of the things that's so great about Alex deciding to split this into 2 books. This is obviously Devil's Grin book 1, but it would have been like that if.
Yeah, well, that's already like 460 pages or something, but they must have used thinner kind of paper. It doesn't feel that thin, but it is quite thin. No page numbers in here, but it's got to be at least 1,000 pages or something. It's like 50 floppy comics. But
yeah,
it's $30. I'd seen it for 60 at a couple of stores, but the cover design just like turned me off. Just like gave me a big soft on. So I just like nah. But then as I say, with $30, so I was like, I'll pick it up. Yeah. I paid like $50 for this recently. What's it called? It's called New Kekya Company History. So what's their name? And it's Emiri Sakabashira. The Boxman, was it, from D&Q, I think, like 10 years ago now. But
Yeah.
this was sold out Japan Book Hunter and like a bunch of places, but managed to go in from Floating World. We had to pay like $50 for it. But trying to find a hot spread in here. But anyway, it's nice stuff. Kind of weird, rough and ready. Go.
That's
Can't
cool.
find a good enough spread, but it's kind of weird, rough, cartoony kind of manga. But it's lovely stuff, lovely edition. You got your weird bits of paper in there, and obi strips, and it's attractive stuff. And there's these weird fighting monsters in there. I have these weird figures of them, like the SoFi, the soft figures. Press Pop sent me a bunch of these figures, these weird monsters, and it turns out it's the monsters from this comic. Obi strip just fell off.
Yeah. Were there 2 pages stuck together then, and they ripped? What happened?
No, there's that weird little top. You get that little top bit of paper, and sometimes it's like it slides in with the little. I love this. I think that the Tiger Tateshi book I bought you, the Moon Tracks, has in there. It does stick a couple of the pages together when you're flipping through. But it seems hard to find this book. I'd seen it advertised around, and it's new. Like we buy a lot of dusty old manga, Josh, you and me, but this is new. It was attractive production. Happy with that. But I had to pay through the nose for that. I got some stuff from this Paradise Systems, like this Chinese comics. I like this.
Oh wow!
Look at that. Yeah, the whole front and back cover is like lenticular, and then you've got like the printed sides and top. It's just it's kind of digital. I don't love the interior art that much, but I got suckered in because it's just such a beautiful production. Just really impressive. I like the look of this other one, this Haze Cave. I'd looked at this before in Secret Headquarters, but it's kind of like Yan Kong's work, kind of, nice. Look, Josh, like nice sunsets, nice pencil work. It's just, look at this. It's all foggy looking pencil work. It's quite attractive. Again, nice exposed spine and nice tinted edges. Pageo is their name. Pageo, probably a pen name. I don't know. Paradise Systems, a bunch of contemporary Chinese work. Some of it seems rather interesting. I got the new zine Panique.
Oh yeah,
Some fun stuff. Yeah, nice Harkham cover. You got J. Webster Sharp in there, and
eagle-eyed viewers will enjoy that cover twice.
You what?
I said eagle-eyed viewers will enjoy that cover twice.
There's some dicey stuff on there. Yeah, he's a provocateur. You got Matthew Thurber in here. Weird fiddle man, Matthew Thurber. Andres McGann. Great stuff. Really, really nice Ethan Llewellyn strip in here. It's like a riff on Razorhead. Lovely panels. Scary looking stuff. That's the thing. It's all imagined film extra scenes. So the editor Jan said, like, everyone imagine an extra scene from a film and draw it. And
good stuff. Good production.
Grove guy. I like this. This is not his best strip. Some of his stuff's really lovely. This is good. It's all paper cutouts, but not the best example to show of his work. But some of his stuff, it's one to watch. Some really, really cartooning. But anyway, it's the 4th issue of Zine Panique, I think, or something. I think there's been 4 of those. They're always different anthology. Some dusty old manga from Toy Box Coffin, Noel Frybert, my buddy Noel. I can't remember her name. She's a female manga artist from, I think, the 80s or something, who committed suicide, I think. Quite nice stuff. Seen her work around a bit, wanted to get some. So, Noel was selling a bunch of these. I don't know where the fuck he got them, but selling them for good prices. A bunch of shit coming out. I got a big pile of shit over here, but I did enjoy the new Juliette Calais as well from hippie publisher Neoglyphic Media. Really, really perverse. Just wonder what Juliet's father thinks about this. So if my daughter started drawing, filthy work like this, I just like, did I do something wrong? This is a young woman exploring their sexuality. But yeah, some filthy stuff from Neoglyphic Media, a crazy hippie publisher from Bellingham.
Yeah.
Who did that? Well, that Alive Outside anthology recently we talked about. Yeah, no, it's a bunch of shit I've been buying. And I do have news on my Gru front. I've almost completed my entire run of the epic Gru the Wanderers, 120 issues. I've got my list. I've been going on eBay. I've only got issue 119 of 120 left. I've been crossing them off. So my daughter and I have been reading through these. We're up to issue 40. She loves Gru the Wanderer. Yeah, absolutely just sensational. I love Sergio Aragonés. Where's the Bunter issue? Anyway, there's one where he marries this hideously ugly woman called Bunter. Oh, there it is. There's Bunter. It's like, nice. I loved this issue when I was a child. I just thought it was the funniest thing that this woman's name was Bunter. But yeah, anyway, I've only got one more to go there, and I'm very excited. I had to pay $50 for issue 120. The later issues, very hard to find. These are lower print runs. So, issue 1 of Gru will not run you that much. You can get it for like $20. A lot of the other issues in the run, $5 to $6. But yeah, I'm paying $20, per issue for like the later run.
Yeah.
Issue 120, I had to pay $50. But yeah, I worry that Sergio's going to pass. I mean, he's getting old. He's world's fastest cartoonist, but he's got to be slowing down. He's in his 80s or something. Tom Luth, the colorist, passed away, I think, last year or the year before. And Mark Avani is getting old, and he's been pretty big guy for a long time. His body must be straining. Stan Sakai, who does the lettering, he's still chugging along, but who knows? They need to finish it off. They just put out a new Gru series like last year, and the quality's still there.
Yeah.
They need to give it a proper send-off before they themselves kick off. So yeah. I mean, my wife's been working, I think, with Mark Avanier a bit recently on some Peanuts projects. So I need to tell him, you whisper to Mark and tell Sergio to give it a proper ending before they die.
Yeah.
Don't know how you could broach that. So you guys are getting a bit fat and old. Maybe finish it off, boys.
Yeah.
I found a copy of this at the second-hand bookstore for you, Josh. The old McSweeney's 13 Chris Ware anthology.
Speaking of, there's a couple of things I got from the bargain bin outside of Green Apple Books recently. I got this lint. This Ware.
Oh, nice. Lint. Was that number 20, I think?
Yeah. And then I got this Billy Hazelnut's Tony Millionaire.
Oh, very nice. Love Tony.
The old Fanta logo that
The good logo.
Wanted to have. And then the other thing I got, which was full price.
Oh, very nice.
No, Jack, you have this one yet?
No. I think Jack's ordering. I think it's on order, actually.
Yeah, Richard Salas.
Oh, there he is. Rest in peace.
Production on this. Really thoughtfully put together. It's like old, first, very out of print, old, self-published stuff. Everyone talking about his great stuff.
Yeah. God, when did Richard pass? I think it was in the pandemic. I think 2020.
Yeah. It's nice, some Bay Area stuff in here that's interesting to me. And then excerpts from interviews. Afterward from Dan Clowes. What else we got in there? It's good stuff.
Never got to meet Richard. He's famously shut in. What's that?
The stuff, the production stuff from, was it Liquid Television? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
from that.
That's
very
right.
Cool.
Oh, Liquid Television. That was some cool shit.
Yeah.
The 90s.
Yeah, only $20.
$20? Wow. Well, it's a bit thin, isn't it? I mean, it's beefed up to hard, isn't it? But
it's like a nice thing to own. It's a nice object.
It's supplemental material and stuff. Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard.
Really cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jane ordered one from Fanta. She doesn't work there anymore, so we have to pay for them now.
Yeah. So yes, that one's very good. That's pretty much. There was some other stuff I got.
Yeah, I got a ton more. I shelved it all. You know, we haven't been doing manga chats, everything on the shelf. I bought a ton more Hanakuma stuff and the new Smudge, like Living the Line manga stuff, a Face Meat, Man Insect. You know, I've been enjoying that line.
Yeah, that's
I bought
cool.
an entire box set of these. I can't remember what this called. This I forget all these Japanese names because I'm such a dumb Westerner. But yeah, it's this lovely old stuff.
Oh wow.
It looks like Risograph or something, but this is actually your copy, Josh. This is actually a present for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll be bringing this with your McSweeney's, but yeah, beautiful stuff. I bought this from the Breakdown Press table at TCAF in like 2016 when you know, Tom Oldham and stuff, and they were bringing them around and they're selling them for like $30 a pop. And I actually got the whole 12-volume set of all these in the cases with the Obies for I think $120. So about you know, $10 a book or something. And so I have a double of this one. So this is for you.
That's nice. I got you for when you come up. I got you also a gift. It's like I know you already own it, but the Tedwood book. I'm gonna give you a signed copy this time.
Oh, it's so nice, Josh.
Yeah.
So I usually bring you gifts because I'm staying at your house. You know, I don't want to turn up and like, let me shit in your house. And so who's texting me now? I'm on a stream. Oh, it's my niece. They're coming back soon. Very nice. They're out at lunch.
Should we wrap it up on a nice tight hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I suppose I should get some shit done before I have to go to the park. I got to schlep on down the park and stand around awkwardly talking to other parents for hours. Oh, what were you doing, Simon? I was streaming at Manga Chat. Didn't you see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, quality episode, Josh. We got the birding bit was the best.
What's that?
The birding was the best.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. Good to know.
No, I enjoyed that thoroughly. Yeah, no, next let's try and do another episode in less than 3 or 4 months, and we'll do more birding and DVDs.
Yeah.
Have a guest on, maybe.
Yeah.
We should get Alex Graham on, I guess, at some point and grill her about the second book. I'd like to hear what Ethan Llewellyn's up to, and lots of people that aren't repeat guests.
Yeah.
There are a lot of young cartoonists out there. It was in the comments. Was it Francis Todd or there's a bunch of young fuckers coming up in the scene and self-publishing. It'd be interesting to get some of them on, give them some press or something. You know, where else they're going to fucking get it?
Yeah. No, it'd be good.
Aside from a Bubbles, like capsule review. I mean, what else can you expect in this contemporary landscape with a dying internet?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's always nice to talk to you, Josh, in a professional capacity. We're always talking in a non-professional, I was going to say, and professional capacity with all of our screenwriting we've been doing, but I meant in a manga chat capacity.
Yeah, it's been good.
I'll invite Mark Torres, as someone says. That could be interesting. I'd actually have to read the book, though, then.
Yeah.
You can't interview someone without reading their book.
Yeah.
But, I do want to read it. It's just finding the time to read a big, chunky, fat book.
Yeah, it looks...
Again, I mean, if I've got some free time, I'm probably going to be playing my Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
I'm not a complete ponce. You can see the PS5 over there with the PSVR. I've got the PS4 out there. I'm not just a child who plays Nintendo games. I also play beefy adult games. Violent garbage for men.
Yeah.
That should be the PS5 tagline. Violent garbage for men.
Yeah. All right.
Well, on that bombshell.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, good to see you all. Keep up the good work in your respective fields of whatever you're doing. Hopefully we'll be back soon. And don't try to let the cunts get you down.
Cheers.
Oi.